Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here, bringing you a Nami versus Tryndamere, or just in general a Tryndamere guide. I know you guys have been asking about this. I've done some of these before, but normally I haven't shown you exactly the fight, or if I have, it's been with a higher level champion. So some of you asked that now that I have low level champions again, if I could show you a guide on how to beat Tryndamere. Now Tryndamere is one of the toughest opponents, especially when you're trying to go through this campaign. So you always have to be thinking about it ahead of time on how you want to beat him. Normally that is either somehow ignoring his units, because the first time his units die each round, they then are able to essentially heal up and then get overwhelm, tough, and fearsome. And so either you have to have a ton of removal, which normally you don't have that early on, or you just have to be able to get around the opponent somehow. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try to be using my elusive units to get around his offenses or his defenses and just hit his nexus directly. So what we've gotten, we were able to grab Sharing is Caring. When you summon an ally, all its keywords go to all other allies. So we have a couple elusives with the Wiggly Burblefish. I thought we also had another elusive, but that might be it. Trying to be able to play that when we already have like somewhat of a full board. We also are able to pick up Mind Meld. We're playing a ton of spells, so by the time we can play this, normally it's already close to 10-10. If we can get this off, that would really be able to help our units. So yeah, we're going to try to be able to play on our elusives, or later on, Nami also gets Overwhelm on this unit. We don't have that yet, but if you were later on with Nami, you could also try to go for the Overwhelm route. So let's see how we can do against Tryndamere. Also, just again to note, our Nami is at level 9, and we only have 1 star. And then for what we're using on Nami, we are going with the Grand General's counter plan. We can have 1 rare relic right now, so that's the one we're going for. It's the most important. And then we were able to get Mana Deposit, trying to focus on our early game as much as possible. Alright, we have Nami, great. We'll hold on to the eye, because quite often we do need the extra draw. I'll get rid of one of the coral creatures. And our start is going to be a little slow, because again, we don't have our 2 star, so we only have 1 mana.
I learned my scars.
These eyes see all.
So pretty.
We see through all.
Alright, so right here, we're trying to play into what we have. So we have that great star power of Sharing is Caring. We're able to spread out some keywords, so we either want to get quick attack, but I think I'm actually going to grab Barrier right here, but that's what we're trying to look at. So I'm just going to try to hold this in our hand until we need to have a very defensive play, and then we'll probably play the Last Cone Seedling. We're just trying to generate some blockers here. We're not actually going to attack. Attacking would be essentially pointless. So that is unfortunate that he has that Skirmisher's Saber. Don't really want to play Nami immediately. He probably won't be able to kill her, but they might be able to have something to boost his damage.
This would be a good winter.
Like that.
Ow! My first scar.
Alright, so again, we're not wanting to play Nami. She's just going to immediately die, so we're just going to have to try to take the hit here. Not great, but that's the way it is.
Embrace the current or be swept away.
We want to get Nami so that next round she'll be able to start generating her counter plan. Although I might see if we can maybe kill a couple of these. With Nami in the counter plan, you have pretty good sustain.
I will find the Moonstone. I will save my people.
So we were hoping to get 2 of them to hit 2 of their different units. Unfortunately, one of them hit the Nexus, so we weren't able to actually kill someone. Little unfortunate there. Statistically, we were more likely to be able to kill
Ride the
someone, but
surging tides.
that's just the way it is. So I'm actually going to use the eye here, see if we can maybe get lucky and get a elusive unit. Alright, we do have cannon, which is actually pretty good.
I have mastered the rain, lightning, and cloud styles.
Flee now or burn!
Rise with the surf. Hiya!
So one issue is if we attack, we're going to end up potentially being able to buff them up, which isn't necessarily the best. Alright, so we do have barrier, but I think I'll hold off for now. If we attack, they'll just block with like the Scar Mother and end up scaling a little bit harder. And it's the same with Nami's Ebb. We don't want to randomly damage someone and have that go off. So we'll hold off just for right now.
Let the tide carry you.
Moonfang smells blood. Ah, an auspicious season.
Leave me be.
Yeah, we're going to get Nami. We're going to first block with her so that we're going to fizzle their attack. But then recall her so she doesn't get injured. She doesn't get trapped in the frozen tomb. Then I think we will go
Think you're fast enough?
like this. We'll at least be able to kill one of their units.
Ride the surging tides.
I am stronger than the darkness within me. Beloved, get behind me.
So we didn't play Nami there since Nami was able to get that refill. We'll hold off. We don't want to play Kennen this turn since his barrier would be wasted.
There's another one!
Alright, I think next turn we're going to have to try to attack.
Rise with the
Really
surf.
hoping to trying to get an elusive, but not having the best luck so far, which is a little sad. So we're going to play this first so they can't play any damage spells and get rid of us. They're probably going to end up playing Tryndamere this turn, most likely.
I possess the secrets of King Fu.
My blade grows restless.
Ride the surging tides.
So this turn, we're going to try to spend a ton of mana, buff up our units to a very large amount, and then attack and see how much damage we can do. Hopefully try to get rid of some of their units.
Rise with the surf.
Also just standing up our Nexus a large amount.
Rise with the surf. Let the tide carry you.
So we already triggered their revive, so should be able to get that off and kill one of their other units or a couple other units this turn.
Let the tide carry you.
Just another winter.
Interesting. Alright, we don't really need the vulnerable as we already have Challenger.
Rise with the surf. Mercy of the winter's claw.
Unfortunately, we haven't been able to grab anything like Overwhelm. If we were to get all units Overwhelm, we probably would be able to win right here. Unfortunately, that is not quite the case. So this is going to get Tryndamere to level up and not be able to kill him, which isn't great, but that being said, it's better to get that triggered now than have that triggered later and really mess with us. So right here, we're not losing any of our units, and we're able to kill at least 2, potentially 3 of theirs. Now, they still might be able to pull something out with their 2 spell mana, but looks like a decent trade right now. So right here, a lot of them have Overwhelm, so they'll still be able to push a lot of damage to our Nexus, but at least none of our units should die, so we have that going for us. They also don't have Challenger, so I'm going to work on building out our board a little bit.
I will die before the Merc takes another.
Please don't be reckless. We need you.
Why are you here?
Interesting doing this. Alright, I mean, I'll take a free Tryndamere dying. So I'm not going to use the Ebb. I don't want to put too many Namis in our deck so that we don't have any chance of drawing our elusive. Because we really are going to need that to be able to come away with the win. Yeah, see, that's a little bit unfortunate. Alright, here we're going to, again, try to buff up our 2 units that have the stacking attack power, and then hopefully try to drag away the other units that could block.
Just another winter.
Rise with the surf.
This will be a good winter.
Let the tide carry you.
So these 2 units, every time we play a spell, they're getting buffed up, and then Nami is also buffing up units every time you play a spell as well.
Another fight.
Alright, let's see here.
A needful
So we want these 2 to be able to get through. Honestly, all of our ones with the most power, we're trying to put over here to deal damage and end the game. So we'll drag her over here. We don't have to worry about the one with the 2 power, since that can't block the fearsomes. Alright, I think we will go like this. All of these units have fearsome, so none of these can get blocked by this 2. They're probably going to have some spells to pull out, but potentially right here, we're going to be able to hit and end the game. And they didn't have anything, so we win. Alright, so that was showing you how you can win against Tryndamere. Now, you have to play into your strengths and know what the enemy is capable of doing. This Nami, level 9 with just 1 star. Really not on a very powerful champion right now. Be mindful, don't be attacking every turn. If you don't have a good attack, don't attack. Plan moves in ahead. Plan on what you're going to do to try to stop the enemy from attacking, and what you can do to try to buff up your own attack. Play into all your keywords. Even something simple like fearsome that quite often people don't really think about can really give you that small edge in order to end the game. So really try to be mindful of a lot of these things. We weren't able to get overwhelmed. We weren't able to get elusive, so we really didn't get too lucky with really our setup of what we were going to. So you really just have to be thinking and planning. It is one of the most difficult encounters in the game, and sometimes you get unlucky and you're just going to lose. But have a plan ahead of time, and even if your plan doesn't go according to what you thought, like right there, we were really trying to get an elusive to just slip past everyone. That didn't happen. We had to play with what we were given, but just try to be mindful, don't attack every round, and plan ahead. You should be alright. Alright, I hope that was able to help you guys out. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day.